Good morning, children. I am T.Y. Muralidhar, Faculty of English. Welcome to online classes. Our subject, our world through English, class 10. My dear children, under first unit personality development, today we are going to discuss C reading, I will do it. C reading, I will do it. All of you open your textbook, page number 23. I will do it. See the person? See? I'll explain. See here. He was short. He was short. He was the brightest boy in his class. His seniors used to ask him to solve their difficulties in science. He could have gone unnoticed in crowd. He could have gone unnoticed in a crowd. But once you asked him a question related to physics or maths, there was a spark in his eyes. He could grasp theories of science faster than the speed of light. Children, see this boy, very short boy. So this is not this at that time photo. So when he was student, he was short. He was short. He was the brightest boy. Brightest, superlative degree. That means no other boy is as bright as this fellow. Seniors, that means studying first year, the next year students also asked him to solve their difficulties in science. So he could have gone unnoticed. That means he is simply sitting in a classroom. And he never appears outside. But once you asked any doubts, that questions related to either maths or physics, there was a spark. That means very much interested. He shows very much interest to solve your problems. He could grasp, that means he could digest, he could digest, could understand the theories of science faster than the speed of light. See, light travels how much speed, you know? Compare with the speed of light, he also observe and digest the theories of science like this. He came from a poor but educated family. See here. He came from poor but educated family. His father was a high school teacher. His father was a high school teacher and an avid reader of English literature. That's very important. So careful observation. Avid reader of English literature. He, like all the boys in his class, was trying to get admission into some engineering college. So the brighter ones wanted to study in the Indian Institute of Technology. Generally after completing plus 2 in Andhra Pradesh State, intermediate. In central government, education, plus 2, 10th class after plus 2, plus 1, plus 2. So after completing plus 2, generally students are joining in the engineering colleges, like ordinary engineering colleges. But the brighter ones, like this fellow, wanted to study in IIT. Not on the page. Indian Institute of Technology or IITs. There was an entrance test for IIT. See, to get the seat in engineering, that IIT institutions, they will conduct one entrance examination. This boy, along with his friends, applied to appear for the test. So he wanted to join in IIT. So that's why he wanted to appear for the entrance test. See here, they did not have any special books or coaching. See, they did not have any special books or coaching. And because he was a poor, all these IIT aspirants means the person who want to join in IIT. Aspirants means the person who wants to join, who want to get their achievements, could sit below the shade of stone mandap close to the Chamundi hills in the sleepy town of Mysore. Mysore means it is in Karnataka, a famous town. Mysore means immediately we can remember Mysore Palace, Vrindavan Gardens, Chamundi hills, like that. Sleepy town, that means there were no any disturbances, There were no fightings. There were no any communal differences like that. So, beautiful city. Chamundi Hills. One temple is there famous. This narrator, that means our hero, along with his friends, they would sit below the shade of stone mandap. Mandapam, you know, that in English, stone mandap, close to the Chamundi Hills. There they will discuss. He was the guide for the others. He was the guide for the others. That he will lead, he will help to solve their doubts. While the others struggle to solve the problems in the question paper, he would smile shyly and solve them in no time. The remaining students are discussing and they are trying to solve the problems. But this fellow, to solve the problems in no time, that means whenever they ask, immediately, without hesitating, without thinking, he will solve. That much knowledge he has. He sat alone below a tree and dreamt of studying IIT. See, the remaining students they are just fighting with the books. They are discussing, they are trying to do examples, solving the problems. That time this person sat alone, independently, below a tree and dreamt of studying. So I want to study in IIT, I want to study in IIT. Like that he is dreamt, dream present tense, dreaming, dreamt. It was the ultimate aim for any bright boy at the age. Ultimate means final. So it was the ultimate aim, the final target for any bright boy, any intelligent boy. See, to join in IIT. As it is still today, he was then only 16 years old. See, that time PUC, pre-intermediate college. The 10th continuous, 10th, 11th like that in Karnataka. Only at that time 16 years only. So by 16 years, you have completed the PUC course. Now you want to join engineering. The D-Day came. D-Day means very important today. That means examination day, entrance examination day. He came to Bangalore, stayed with some other relatives and appeared for the entrance test. So why did he come to Bangalore? See children, in olden days, these entrance examinations, there were no computer exams. All exams are written only. Written test. So that time, all the state governments conducting this type of entrance examinations only in the capital city of their state. Likewise, Bangalore is the capital of Karnataka. So, from the corners of the state, from all the places, they have to attend the capital city, they have to write the entrance examination. Likewise, our hero also, he came to Bangalore, stayed with some relatives and appeared for the entrance test. He did very well, but would only say okay when asked. See, but some people are boasting, even if they don't write well. I am excellent, like that. But this fellow is different. He did very well. That means he wrote well. But would only say okay. Yes, if anyone asks, how did you write exam? Okay, that's it. It was the opposite when it came to food. That actually he said okay. But results came entirely different. When it came to food means result. When he said okay, it implied bad actually. See, when he said okay, it implied bad. Generally, so we thought that he said okay means okay, it is not, maybe he didn't write good like that, bad. But when he said good, it implied okay. See, actually, when he says good, it is okay. But he said okay. Generally we thought that it is bad. We understood it. But when he said excellent, it is implied good. That means he never say original. Even if he did write excellent also, he never say that excellent. We can understand that he says good. So principles was never to hurt anyone. Say unnecessarily. Even if he write okay also, he said that he write even excellently, he said only okay. Why? Because he doesn't want hurt to anybody. So others unnecessarily create jealous and moreover like that. It should not do like that. The IIT entrance results came. So after completing the exams, results came. He had passed with a high rank. Here high rank means, here we can understand that the first rank like that, first, second like that, top rank. High rank means top rank, that reverse order. Top means not 100, 12, 100 like that. Means first, second, third like that, they are the top ranks. What a delight. What a delight for any student. Delight means happiness. What an enjoyment. If we get first rank, that means top rank. From first to 10 or first to 100. If we get top rank, then we will be happy. He was thrilled. He went to his father, who was reading a newspaper. So immediately he wanted to share his joyness to father, with his father. At that time his father was reading newspaper. See children, now the conversation between father and his. Anna, I have passed the exam. Here Anna means the pronunciation to his father. In Karnataka they will call children, they will call their parents, especially father, they call Anna only. Anna, I have passed the exam. So immediately father replied, well done my boy. Then Narayanamurthy, I want to join IIT. Slowly he just informed to his parent. His father stopped reading the newspaper. So when he asked the question, when he said these words, I want to join IIT, his father immediately stopped reading the paper. He lifted his head, looked at the boy and said, with a heavy voice, that means not a pleasant voice, that means sad voice. My son, you are a bright boy. You know our financial position. That means he was only a school teacher. How much salary is getting? I have 5 daughters to be married off. That means, see the children. See how many children he has. 5 daughters to be married off. That means he has to do marriage for his 5 daughters, 5 girls, and 3 sons to educate. That means 5 daughters, 3 sons. Total 8 children. That including him, 8 children are there in his family. I am a salaried person. That means he is getting salary per month, government servant. I can't afford your expenses at IIT. IIT means not there in the Mysore. That time only IIT is in Chennai. Like that, even it is not there in the Bangalore also. So they have to go to Chennai. So by putting him in Chennai, so hostel fees, all these things, he could not afford. He can't afford. That he is saying now, father is saying that, I can't afford, that means bear. I can't pay. I can't afford your expenses at IIT. You can stay in Mysore and study as much as you want. So father said his answer. I can't afford your expenses. So you do one thing. If you want to study in higher studies, you can stay in Mysore and study as much as you want. Here I can, no problem. From home, you can have your lunch and dinner here. Directly go to the college here. So expenses not there in that. If study in other villages, some other places, we have to pay the hostel fees and we have to bear the travelling expenses, like that. So yes. Indeed, it was a difficult situation for any father to say no to his bride son. See, not only this Narayanamurthy's father, for any father, it's a very difficult situation. Even in the case of if sons got top rank, it's very bad. So very sad also. Same like that, this father also feels very sorry, but he could not do anything. But circumstances were like that. Circumstances means situations. Because he can't afford expenses. Because he is getting only salary and more children are there. Not only him, he has to take care of other children's studies. He has to take care of marriages for the girls. It was common then for the man to be the single earning member. Single earning member with a large family dependent on him. See, it's a big family, not 8 children and his wife. Total 10 members are there in his family. So he is only the earning member. How can he bear all the expenses of the family members? His father said, his father was sad. His father was sad that he had to tell the bitter truth. That means, bitter truth means very sad truth, difficult truth to his son. But it could not be helped. There is no other alternation. The boy had to understand the reality. There is no other option. The boy had to understand the reality means what actually happens. His father had to take care of 5 children, 8 children. In that 5 girl children, he has to marry. He has to take care of their marriages. Because girls means definitely will arrange marriage for them. And educate other children also. The teenager was disappointed. Teenager means teen age. From 14 to 12, 13 to 18, 19. From 13 to 19, teenagers, college. The teenager was disappointed. It seemed his dreams had burnt to ashes. It seemed means looks like. What is his dream? So when he sat near the Mantap Chamundi Hills, every day he dreamt of IIT study. He seemed it. Now his father said that he can't afford expenses. So it seemed that means looks like his father's sentences, words, his dreams had burned to ashes. That completely desire is going to destroy. He was so near to fulfilling his fondest hope. Fondest means very, very important. Most liking hope. Fonder, fondest. Superlative. That's only hope. So at the age of studying PUC, every day he used to dream. I want to join IIT. Like that. But it came near because he got top rank. So when he joins, he got seat immediately. He's getting seat when just join. When he take admission, almost his desire to fulfill. But so his father made him disappointed by saying that he could not afford expenses. Yet so far, his heart sank in sorrow. Sink means just almost drowned. Sorrow. His heart drowned in sorrow. Sorrow means sad. He did not reply. To his father. His father said, otherwise we are fighting. What, Dad? Even I got first rank. Yes. Why don't you bear my expenses? Why can't you afford? Like that. We'll fight him. We'll argue him. But he did not say anything. He did not utter any word. He did not reply. He never shared his happiness or helplessness with anybody. He was an introvert. See, introvert means he shared his thoughts by himself. He never expressed his thoughts. Introvert means shy person. By nature. By nature means introvert. By birth, he never say or discuss arguing with others. His heart was bleeding. Heart was bleeding means inside he was feeling sad. But he did not get angry with anybody. Definitely other children means they will get angry with father and parents. But he did not get any angry. Okay, children, we'll continue in the next video. Okay.